Hello YouTube, back again with another video, and happy holidays. Hope you guys had a good Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever you guys celebrate. Hope you guys, you know, enjoy your time with your family and such. New Year's is around the corner, so I thought it was a perfect time to finally show you guys my pure Shaddoll deck that I promised so many months ago. Um, I know I literally I think like 2-3 days after my DDD deck went up, Dragon Buster got banned, so I was a little bummed out because I actually like the card, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be updating that deck later down the line, especially since it was just like a 2 card difference at most I did in the deck. But yeah, for sure after this one, I think I'm gonna be getting showing you guys my Prank Kids deck, and then I'll see from there. But yeah, so a big shout out to my boy Melvin. He's been hooking me up with these beautiful thumbnails that he draws in his own style. I'm gonna put his link in the description. It's his Instagram account. Go hit him up if you want any work done for thumbnails or just artwork. Does a pretty good job, I say. But yeah, so let me get started on this deck profile. So I usually try doing or sticking to a 40 card deck limit just so I can have the most consistent build as possible. But if you've tried playing pure dolls recently, you've noticed a lot of people go 40 plus, and that's what I actually did. It's 42, nothing crazy. Um, Literally one day I was like, let me just make it 50 cards and just throw in a bunch of stuff I think is good. When I opened up like combo, the deck was wild, but it was less consistent because I'm missing a lot of like searching cards and stuff. There's this one like 60 card pure list I saw online that's crazy. It has like a bunch of searching cards, really good. The guy goes into depth really well. I forgot the channel name. Sorry about that. But I really like his theory on Shaddolls, but I personally don't have all the cards to make it 60 cards, so I just stuck with 42. And through testing, I actually like it. It's fairly consistent and it does what it does. So let's get started. Starting off, the two beast. So literally, like the Shaddoll lineup is the same that I've played before. So two beast, one dragon, the triple Skomata, the one aerial. I tried two aerial, but I just didn't like it, especially since I'm playing, like closer to 40 cards than 60. So playing multiple of this was like kind of dead to me or too clunky for me. But don't get me wrong, it's still a great card at multiples. The three Wendy, the two Hedgehog, and the one Chaos. I still play the Chaos just because it's a searchable light target. It's really good, and its ditch effect comes in clutch sometimes, so that's a plus. But for the additional Shaddolls, I was trying out Falco again. I didn't like it. I also tried out Shaddoll Hound, even though Hound's considered like what was it? I don't want to say that word, but like it's I guess considered like the least favorite of the Shaddoll monsters. It's still pretty decent just because you could change something's battle position. So like on your turn, if you have to, you could find a way, flip Hedgehog on your turn with the Hound, search your fusion spell, or on your opponent's turn you use it as a defensive card and you switch your guys to defense. But and then after or I guess my light engine, the supporting like monster package, whatever. Play the one Trick Clown, the double Juggler, and the one Hat Tricker. So I actually went back to Hat Trick because I actually really like it. So originally I was just playing like the 1-in-1, send this, banish, search this Dexen, and then just start doing the Trick Clown shenanigans. But I decided to bump up the damage juggler with the Hat Trigger because this helps make Dweller, and Dweller is pretty clutch against certain decks, so I wanted to make sure to add that in. And then if anything, you could just use this to help make Link monsters, so it's actually pretty good. So that's it for like the light package excluding Hat Trigger. For the I guess the starter of the deck, 3 Mathman. I do not have Gale Dogra. I'm not trying to like drop that much money on rares that I'm not gonna really use. Um, but yeah, so 3 Mathman for sure. He's an honorary Shaddoll monster. He sends whatever you need to grave. Yeah. And for the hand traps, I did like I guess a weird ratio across the board. I just went twos. Probably surprised up with this one. Yeah, so I went twos on all the hand traps, including Gamma. I kind of got this idea from like OCG. I know they have Maxi and stuff, but like they be playing like one of hand traps, and I thought that was kind of cool. I remember at one point, I swear, I think it was OCG or TCG, can't remember for sure, but they were trying out just only 2 Gammas, and then the deck did fairly well. So I decided to try that package for myself, and then through testing, it's all right. Since this deck doesn't have a lot of stuff you want to stop, like going first with the gamma. Like I know in Invoke you have the meltdown you want to resolve, terraforming, stuff like that. And this list, not too much. This is more like if you're going second. But yeah, I still wanted to have like twos of each hand trap because everything's like once per turn, I think, except Veiler. Yeah, that's about it. So that's for the hand traps. Another hand trap you could try for sure running are the Ghost Spells or Skullmeisters. I actually, they're coming in the mail for me, so I couldn't put them in the deck. But nonetheless, I think I'll still stick with these hand traps just because they're all really good. They're all pretty versatile, I feel. And then for the spells, the 3 Shaddoll Fusion, the 3 L Shaddoll Fusion. Play 1 Fusion Recycling Plant with 2 Polys. So this is just to add consistency. This is, I guess I went kind of back to my original pure list from like when the structure decks came out. I was playing the Fusion's Recycling Engine, and I liked it back then. It's still really good now, but obviously I had to make space, so I can't play like the full clown package, just missing like one juggler. But still, I can't play like the full package just for consistency reasons. So yeah. And then the last spy play is the 1 Foolish, the only one of. So yeah. Or before, I actually used to still play E-Telly. I tried double Super Poly with double Forbidden Chalice. Like, there's a lot of things you could do to change the deck up. I actually cut out those other spells just to make it straightforward as possible. And being able to just making sure I could get to my fusion spells and stuff. But yeah, so for the spells, and then for the traps, the 2 Incarnation with the 1 Schism. Yeah, straightforward. In pure, for sure, I love playing the 2 Incarnations. A really good card. Can't see myself playing without the 2. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a 42 card main deck. So if you wanted to make it 40, I guess you could cut an Incarnation if you like, and maybe like the Hat Trick if you don't want them, or you could cut one of the Shaddoll monsters, maybe the Chaos if you don't really care about the light targets, or even a Beast if you want. But up to you. I actually, for pure, I like this 42 card list. So yeah. And for the extra deck, got my 2 tokens there. For the extra deck, I play the 1 Gravity Controller. Just if you don't have like a normal summon for the turn, or you don't want a normal summon, you could just make your fusion in the extra monster zone, link it away, make the Gravity Controller, and keep doing your play. And then this is still a pretty good card. Like, I'll bounce your guy back up, help slow your opponent down. I only played 2 Link 2s, which is the Anaconda and the Cross Sheep. I was trying out the Shaddoll Link for a bit, and I didn't really like it again. I didn't really see myself using it at all. Like, I think I made it once, but I just prefer these 2. And in my Link 4s, I play 1 Appaloosa and 1 Borosword. Like, really, like, if you want, you could try putting another Link in, not like maybe like a Nightmare Unicorn for Link 3, but I felt this package is fine. I play 1 Xyz, which is the 1 Dweller. Dweller is really good. Just make it, especially if you make it with your Aerial after you do the combo. And this is a 2200 Abyss Dweller, so it's pretty beefy. And then for the fusions, I played 2 Wenda, 1 App Clone. I was trying out 2 App Clone for a little bit, but I felt like the 1's just perfect, just especially for extra deck space. Play 1 Dragostapelia and 1 Starving Venom. This is for my Super Poly targets. I side Super Poly, so just have these in the extra deck. I was actually, like I said, I was main deck in Super Poly. I thought it was like I had it as a 1 of, and then I bumped it up to the 2, and I thought it was alright, but I felt it was better just to have it on the side deck. And then 3 Construct, and then the 1 Chukanaga. So for the extra deck, now for the side deck. Side deck kind of weird, but I actually like it. It's pretty techy for me, I guess. So yeah. So I side the 3rd Nibiru. Card's really good. If you need it against a certain deck, switch out one of the hand traps, put this in. Pankratops helps clear boards. Really good against Zoo right now. The 3 Lancia. This card's amazing. It's like, you see, once your opponent tries doing something with dinosaurs, ditch this, and then it's like pass. Also against PK, like you see something with PK related, oh, they can't do anything. I side the 3rd Ash. If I need it, I put it in. And I side 1 Drone Lockbird because I actually only have 1. I I've been meaning to order these. I finally ordered them just yesterday. One of my buddies got me a premium gold for Christmas, and I wanted to wait to see if I pull anything, like any hand traps. I only pulled the Nibiru, so I ordered like the full playset of drone lockbirds and stuff like that. But yeah, don't worry, I'm getting the other two on the way. And then I side 2 Blizzard, so this is more like a techie option, I feel, but it's still a really good card. So you don't know what it does. Let me put it up to the phone. Target one face-up spell your opponent controls. This turn, negate the activated effects of that spell and all spells in the field with the same original name. If the targeted card would be sent to the grave, it goes back to the hand instead. But like literally, like usually if you open up pretty fairly good, you do this on your opponent's turn. Your next turn you could potentially just OTK them, or even on your turn if they just hit you with like a random spell that could stop you, Blizzard it and you're fine. The card is really good. Sure, like it's kind of iffy sometimes, but I actually still like it because like it helps against Mystic Mine. So like if let's say your opponent's just trying to slow the game down and build up the resources, on your turn you Blizzard it and you just you establish a board or something, apply some damage, and then if you can't kill them, then your opponent just like they're playing at a lower life while you have more advantage. You get me? And then for the other spells, 2 Cosmic Cyclone. Same thing for Blizzard, helps get rid of Mystic Mine, but also just good against backrow in general, like against Eldritch and stuff like that. And then I side 2 Dark Ruler no more, because Dark Ruler does go burr. This card's amazing. And then plain dolls, you could just Dark Ruler them and try going for game. And the last 2 cards I side are 2 Super Poly. Card's actually pretty decent against like Zoo, because you could just Super Poly their guy away, make a Shikanaga, and then they're kind of screwed from there. Also good against like PK because it just clears them out entirely, and just random other decks as well. But yeah, that's it for my pure doll list, guys. I hope you liked it. Kind of a little nice throwback going back to pure dolls. But soon enough I'm gonna be showing you guys my invoked list. That's gonna take a little bit of time because like I said, I'm trying to show you guys my prank kids deck next. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you in my next video. Have a happy new year.